Welcome back to another episode of Therapeutic Rap. I am your friendly host, Jay, and I got the whole panel with me. Guys, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing?
Hey y'all. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hey.
Salutations.
It's been a wild week, man. How everybody week going so far?
Glad tomorrow's
Almost
Friday.
over.
My week is over. I ain't going to work tomorrow.
Especially
Wings
with
and
all the
crabs,
chicken
huh?
wings on your stomach.
Oh no, them wings will be off my system in like 3 hours. Trust.
Ew.
Pause.
Whoa. So I'm going through social media and I find this interesting video. Now I'm gonna let you guys hear it and then we're gonna react to it. Okay?
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
All right, so let me get this straight. You invited me out to come to eat, and that was not even my idea. That was your idea, right?
Okay, and the problem is,
And I'm offering to pay half, and you want me to pay the whole thing.
I'm the woman. I shouldn't have to pay anything. Yeah, I invited you out because I wanted to go out. That doesn't mean I have to pay.
No, this was your idea. Actually, I don't even have to be a gentleman to pay half of it.
Because
You-
you're going to pay it all.
But this was your idea to come out. You're the one that invited me out.
And you're the man, so you have to pay the bill.
Says who?
Says me. What do you mean?
In what book is that written in?
It doesn't have to be written. That's just a rule.
This is my card right here. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna pay half of the bill. How much is it? Hold on.
You pay the whole bill or you sleep on the
300 and
couch.
300 and
You pay the whole bill or you sleep on the couch.
I ain't even trying to go to your house. I'm trying to go home. How about that?
All that take your motherfucking ass home though, but you're still paying this damn bill.
$320, and I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna pay half of it, and you telling me to pay the whole thing?
Yeah.
When it was your idea to take me out
Yeah.
because of what again?
Because you're the man and you're responsible for the bill.
I'm about to take my goddamn card back in my wallet because it's some bullshit right there.
I guess
See,
your ass is gonna be
this is
washing
why I'm
dishes.
trying to tell motherfuckers, man.
I guess
They
you're
don't
gonna be
listen.
washing dishes then. Because I'm leaving.
Who washing dishes?
You.
Where? Shit. You're the one that was ordering all this shit. See all this shit over here? You're the one that was ordering all that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your problem, not mine. And I'm still trying to offer. I'm gonna pay half of it. Are you gonna pay half?
No. I ain't paying nothing.
All right. All right. Who's right? Who's wrong? Let's get into it. Let's unpack it.
Was that a skit?
No.
Why do you insist on triggering me every week?
That gives very much skit because it's no way.
Every week, Jay. Every week.
It just amazes me that this really happens.
Listen, man.
Like this happens in real life.
Like
No, that's not real life at all.
what?
Not even close.
So who's right?
I'm gonna say the guy right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the guy.
It ain't even close. He. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
That whole transaction was very much weird because sis said you sleeping on the couch. He said I don't even want to come to your house. So this is like a first date, a second date, a third. Like,
Well, she invited him out. Of course, we don't know the backstory, but it
Right.
appears that she said, "Hey, let's go out. Let me take you out, or whatever."
let me take you out. Then you got to pay.
Well, maybe she was just talking about driving.
I highly doubt it.
Right.
I highly doubt it.
Now, for me personally, I feel like that I can understand where he's coming from, but I would never be him. I'm not about to argue about a bill anyway. I'm not. That's just
What
not
you
me.
gonna do?
Hey, listen. That's every situation, it's a lesson. So I think they said the bill was like $320.
320. Like where?
What
Yeah.
were they eating
Right.
for $320?
I'm not sure, but at one point in the video, he says, "Look, you ordered all this stuff, so it looked like she
Right,
probably got
right, right.
a appetizer, probably some
2
lobster there,
entrees,
Some
uh, uh,
drinks.
dessert.
5 sides, a
Yeah,
dessert. All right, what?
so she probably was ringing it up like, yo, he got this.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
I didn't even really. I get the bill, all that. I don't understand the argumentative part of the man. Like I just thought he was very fussy. Like you either gonna pay for the bill, you're not gonna pay for the bill. It don't matter what's the in between of the bill. Either you're gonna do it or you're not. And if you're not, why are you still talking about it? Like get up and leave. Like tell them go pay. I didn't understand the longevity of the back and forth. Why? And I will say men are kind of fussy.
again,
Don't y'all think y'all a little fussy? Like
I can only speak for me. That would never be me. Like I'm not.
I was trying to see what vocabulary she was about to use,
fussy.
because that's
I
another trigger.
I was thinking of another F word, but it wasn't that.
Yeah.
So for again, I couldn't see myself arguing about a bill. First and foremost, but you are correct. And when she said I'm gonna pay half, that's the end of what he ain't really got to say nothing else. You know what
Go
I'm
call
saying?
the waitress. I'm paying for half. Swipe my card, and yeah,
You get up and go.
and
Well, my thing is, I feel like he was offended. Like,
right.
I think he was really offended by the fact that she felt entitled for him to pay. Like,
True.
I'm curious to know what Chris feels, because Chris said he was triggered. So I want to know, in this situation, Chris, what were you thinking and feeling?
Disrespected, and I wasn't even.
It happened to you.
No,
It
it's
happened to
just
you.
no. It's just like I don't understand. So in my thinking, right? If whoever initiates the thought and idea of the date going out, right? 9 times out of 10, it's the guy that makes the move. Hey, I want to take you out, da 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 da. And then it's courtesy that whoever initiated the idea pays for the date, right? I think that's pretty commonplace, right? If she,
I think if you're new to the relationship, then yes. But if you've been in a relationship for a while,
no, I'm talking about this first
I
date,
wouldn't say
this
that.
first date thing.
But we don't know if it's a first date.
It's gotta be, because nobody's getting to this point.
So many assumptions.
I mean,
All
we're
we heard
limited.
was
We're limited.
recording.
We're limited, and we're limited with the knowledge that we have. But if we taking everything at face value, I'm assuming it's the first or second date. First or second date, and obviously they don't have a rapport to figure out how the financial part of these dates work, what side it weighs heavily or more heavy on or whatever. But me personally, you offered to take me out. I wouldn't even think about you. You said let's go out. I invited you out. I'm thinking that you got it covered. I don't got to worry about nothing but getting you there. Because me personally, women not gonna drive. One, I don't trust women driving. Two, I can't be a passenger to nobody because my anxiety. So I'm gonna always drive. So I'll pick you up, take you there.
I'll meet you there. I'm not getting in your
Or
car.
meet you there. Bet, meet you there. Right. Wow.
I'm with you on that one. I ain't getting in your car.
Wow.
It's not happening.
But yeah.
You're not coming to my house.
And you know what? And I completely understand that. So whenever I go on first dates, I was like, "Hey, is there somewhere that I can meet you to pick you up? How do you want to do this?" And sometimes they're like, "Oh, well, you can come by the spot and pick you up, wait outside," or like, "Yeah, I'll meet you there," or you can meet. So we have that conversation. But for her, first off, to rack up 320, and it's mostly her. What were you eating?
But why he didn't say nothing
probably 7 tenders and 15 wings.
Even that one $320.
It was
I
close.
would never pay that. No, it was only 40 and some change. But
both of them knew, just based on the menu, kind of where the pricing was gonna be. So
now.
if y'all are buying, Wagyu steaks for $120 each,
Wagyu.
But
then you know what I'm saying, like.
But I mean, like, if if everything is what they're saying is true, and she's the one that invited him out, if I'm in his position, I'm not immediately thinking of paying. The most I'm thinking about is, yeah, I'll cover half. I'll cover half. I'm not even gonna worry about just paying for what I bought. I will cover half. That is the least of, or that is.
I feel like that was nice. That was a nice gesture for him.
It was.
So hold on.
That's
half is 120.
110.
No.
160.
160.
No.
160.
Every goddamn.
I'm tripping.
Nobody passed math class.
Yeah.
Y'all was about to get me saying the wrong shit.
So half is 160. Is 160 for a date? Is that an expected amount to pay to go on a date? $160?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. And honestly, 160 covers pretty much the whole. There's so much shit I could do for 160 on a date.
So what do you expect to be spent on a date?
I don't think there's an expectation to a dollar. Like, I don't think you can put a price tag on the date, because somebody
No,
can
sure you can.
It's all about knowing.
It's situational.
It's all about knowing the person
situational.
that you're trying to take out, right?
Yeah.
Figure out their likes and then plan according to that, right? So one person might like bowling and Chili's and a movie. Another person might like
not Chili's, but
no, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. No, I got you.
Another person might like museum tours, aquariums, and axe throwing, right? So you just gotta. It all depends on, like, you know. I mean, then you go accordingly. Now, am I dropping like $500 on a first date? Hell no.
That's
Absolutely
what you say
not.
now.
That's what I say forever.
But my thing is, what's more important? What's more important on the date is how you're treated. And that's where I think people are losing sight of what dating is, which is why a lot of dating nowadays is unsuccessful, because people come with this notion of, oh yeah, if he spends $700 on me, he's really interested. No, you could be one of six women that he spends $700 on, and he still treats you like a bag of dirt. So that's where the expectation is wrong. She went to, I guess she picked this high-end restaurant with the expectation of, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a free $200 meal. And now you sitting there looking crazy and you're mad at him, and that's not fair. My thing is, I never go into a situation expecting a man to pay, but you should always have money to cover what you got. But at the same time, like, that's where those conversations come in ahead of time of what the expectation is. Because, but if I were ever on a date and a man said, I'm not paying, I'm only paying half, or I'm only paying for mine, cool, I'll pay for my own. But better believe that will be the last date. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you, but better believe, correct. You better believe that will be the last, absolute last time, because it doesn't have to go there.
Hold on.
Like, if you don't have it, you don't have it, but it doesn't have to go there.
Time out. Did you say you're gonna block him right there at the table?
At the table.
Jeez. Oh, okay. Ladies, got a question. Have you ever in your life went on a date just for the meal?
Yes.
I don't think I have.
That's my time. No. That's my time. I can pay for some food. Yeah. No.
Same here.
That's like torture. Like, I'm just sitting there like, oh God, no.
Well, have you ever been on the date and decided before the food got out there that
absolutely
ain't not gonna see me again?
Absolutely. That's a nod. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but once you're there, you know,
you may as well eat, right? You already
get
there.
A token for showing up, so I'm gonna eat. That's my token.
But I've been on a date before and knew before my food got there, yeah, this is not it. And so when the check came, I offered to pay, because I was like,
oh no,
I don't want you to feel like I owe you a thing, because if you even so breathe in my direction, it's a wrap. Like, I might break your arm. Like, don't touch me.
Oh, wow.
Like, I would rather pay and know that you have zero expectation than for you to think that it's gonna go anywhere past that.
Jeez.
What type of situation makes
You want to break his arm?
No.
Oh.
What that makes
I'm kind of with you on that one.
as a female, what type of situation on the date makes you know instantly that, hey, we're not compatible at all? This is not going to work.
It could be
If
a
they bring up
wide
too
array
much,
of things.
yeah, it's a lot.
I
But for
mean,
me,
it could be the day.
the day.
You know, sometimes it's just not your day. It's just not the day.
That's terrible.
Not
is
today.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
What?
Y'all see, I didn't
Because
even
it's
react.
Thursday.
I'm trying
It's
to.
because today
let's unpack
Thursday.
that.
What you saying? Just because today Thursday, it just ain't your day.
That ain't the day.
I think
Oh
for
God.
me, it's like if somebody's like extremely ignorant, like just ignorant for no reason,
Like you want him to read a book.
Well, not even like a smart ignorant, like you're embarrassing me, or like I'm looking around like, God, I hope nobody thinks that we're like in a relationship, because I don't even know this dude like that. Like, ignorant. Like, don't come in here acting a whole
nigga.
fool. Yeah, like I got to get up out of here as quickly as possible before somebody associates me with this fool. You get what I'm saying? That would make me be like,
find
no.
these men at?
Oh, I got a good one right now, so I can't speak on. I'm talking about in the past, not currently, but in the past. Yeah, I've been on dates. It was like, this is not the person that I thought they were, and get there and be like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah,
you a whole clown in the circle.
Correct.
Right. How do I get out of here?
ASAP. Somebody called my phone and said,
get out of here.
I apologize, but I got to go.
Run away.
That's unfortunate. I mean,
we feel the same way.
I've had some bad dating experiences, but never quite that bad. Never quite that bad. Chris,
have you heard that question? Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard that question? If your daughter was in the woods, what would you rather be in the woods with? A bear or a man?
Bear. I'm choosing bear.
Okay. Wow. Man, second man, Chris.
Is death an option?
Death? Your daughter?
Your daughter?
Man?
I mean, death is imminent either way. The bear or the other man. This generation of men don't know how to fend themselves in the woods.
Okay, but wait, why would y'all say a bear instead of a man?
Well, because what they say, if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. Like, there's rules to dealing with bears. Like, there's not really rules.
Hey, listen, check it. She ain't got to outrun the bear. She just got to outrun him.
Oh God.
There's no real rules.
That is our dating pool. You see how y'all feel about men? That's our dating pool. That's who we date. That's who's out here. Okay. You thought
fall out the sky for me. I'm just waiting.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
Because otherwise, I'll be with a bear too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I don't personally think the dating pool is as bad as it seems.
Says the married
man.
The
lies you
Says the married man.
Hang on.
You are married.
You tell me out of your friend group,
sir.
The dating pool is full of urine and feces, abundant.
No, hold on.
Let me septic tank out here.
Hold on. Let me explain.
It is a porta potty abundant.
You can't marry man.
We listening.
Let me explain. I think that perceptions and fronting and sucker ass MCs have messed up the game for everybody, right? So you got some dudes that's like, yo, I just want to be in your presence. I'll fly you out. Now you got that clown like behavior has messed the women to think that that's supposed to be the norm, and it's not.
Cute.
All right. Now on the reverse end, you got women who saying, if he can't, if he ain't got six figures, he ain't got this, he can't get me a Birkin bag, stuff that real people don't even have. then he not the one for me. You're not gonna find that, man, because that really doesn't exist. So if everybody gets back to being real and being authentic and looking for an actual human to spend life or do life with instead of looking for a sponsor or a trophy piece or whatever, then we can get back to relationships starting and lasting. It people are too busy trying to impress people who don't even care about them than they are of trying to actually find love in this so-called dating pool. In my humble opinion.
I
Now
agree.
I was in there. Now listen, I was in these streets. I was in these streets now, and you know, I was a rare catch. You know what I'm saying? They ain't built too many like this. You know, I ain't gonna say I was the huh. Now I ain't gonna say I was like the best or whatever. I got some shit with me. You know what I'm saying? However, I always knew how to treat a woman with respect. I always knew that I was always authentically myself. I would never try to be something that I wasn't.
True that.
And I have the type of personality that either you're gonna like me or hate me. So we're gonna find out before the date. You'll know you'll know instantly if I ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. And I got a short temper for human interaction. So I'll know instantly if you're not the one. And then I might think you're the one and then wake up and be like, nah, man, I don't like the way she chew. Or I don't like the way when she clap. I don't like how her fingers shake.
Man.
But the dating, it's not bad. I think a lot of times people are looking for something in a mate that they don't have themselves.
It's not realistic.
So like, yeah, I want a 6-figure earner, and I work at Taco Bell. You know, yes, or people not looking for the perfect mate. They looking for a mate like they home person mate. Oh, I need a man like my homegirl husband. Or I need a girl like my homeboy wife. My homeboy wife, she's submissive. I need a wife like that.
A lot of comparison. Yeah,
she's already taken. You know what I'm saying? He's already taken. So I don't think I think when people are not afraid to get back to being their true authentic self, you know, the world could be a lovely place.
I think I blame it on everybody is afraid to get hurt. Like after you've been in the dating game for a while, like I'm pushing 40. I don't know about nobody else, but you know, I'm raising the ceiling on 40. And it's like people that are married at my age or around my age, a lot of them are going through divorce now because they chose somebody very early that they really weren't compatible with, but they chose them because of whatever. And then the people that have been dating all this time are at a point where they're like, I want to settle down, but they've been through so many trials. They're like, I don't know if I can even see that because I've been through too much. Like, I don't want to give anybody the opportunity. So it's like you choose your hard. Either you choose to be with somebody and work it out and figure it out and make it happen, which of course comes with compatibility and all that stuff, or you choose to be out here and, you know, asking people what their favorite color is for the 15th time.
I'll never do that again. If this doesn't work, I'm single. I'm single or a hoe. If this doesn't work, I'm single or I'm a hoe. I will never try to get to know anybody on a real level again.
And that's literally what everybody that's been married for a while say. But the people that are out here in the trenches are like, look, just stick where you at because it's worse. It's worse when you out here trying to ask somebody what their favorite color is for the 50th time.
I think I just think I want to be a hoe. Just once
more
in my
power
life.
to you, boo. Enjoy your life.
Just once in my life. I think
no, you don't. No, first of all, you don't even. I know you personally. You don't even like people.
I know. I'm just.
You don't even like people.
Can I be a hoe just one time? I want a roster, and they be serving me lobster and pasta just one time.
And the first time one of them call you, you're gonna be like, "Why is he even on my phone?"
Seriously, if you could have texted me that, please don't call my phone.
So it's gonna be hard for you to accomplish your goal, man. Chris,
Sir.
you out here in these streets, man. You ever feel like you got used for the meal?
Nah, cause I do a thorough vetting process.
Not thorough.
Did we talk
Yeah.
about this in a previous episode?
We were already dating, and we had been on multiple dates already. We were already dating when that happened, so I don't feel like that one was, um, yeah. But as far as like first dates and just to get a meal, nah, cause uh, I don't like people. I really don't like people. My anxiety doesn't allow me to like people. Uh, my mind and my heart doesn't allow me to like people. So to get me out of this space willingly, it takes a lot. It takes because I go to work, I go home. That's it. But this
Oh,
is
you leave the house?
I do
Okay.
to go to work, and I come right back home. So to get me out of this for recreational activities, like you have to really have my attention, and I can kind of pick up on certain language cues to see like because everybody thinks that they might be able to like, but you can't bullshit a bullshitter, right? I used to be able to pretty much say whatever and get whatever, right? Back in my whole days before I got married. So
You married?
I was married
How long were you married for?
3 years.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll save that for a different show. Because that's a whole nother. But me, I'm very persuasive. Told everybody what they wanted to hear. Could pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So you can't bullshit a bullshitter. So certain language or vocabulary cues I pick up on is like, okay, yeah. So when you start asking like, certain things, I pick up on, I'm like, yeah, or like I'm very good at picking up vibes and energy, even through text messages. Very good at picking up on that, right? So if I feel like you just here for a check, you just here for, I did it real quickly. So I don't think I've personally been, because you have to. I don't do like automatic, just straight up first dates. Boom. Oh, we talked on Monday and we're going on a date on Wednesday. No, like I like to sit, marinate, have some conversation. Let's see if we can actually talk and hold each other's attention for a minute before
How
I go
long we
say yes.
talking before a date happen?
Now, where are you talking at?
I've waited a month before I went on the first date.
Oh nah.
Are you talking on the phone? Are you texting? How are you talking?
Oh, I'm not a talking on the phone person. So you have to get my attention in order for me to talk on the phone with you. So it's text messages at first.
So my people that's not in a relationship or a committed situation, how y'all expect to find a mate if y'all don't like people? Y'all don't want nobody in your space. Y'all don't want nobody calling y'all. How y'all expect to find a mate?
That's everything right there. Somebody has to be that special. It's like, damn, I just gotta have that person. I need that person in my presence. If you don't hit that button for me, I'm already knowing you not for me. Because if like,
I feel like just like when you choose a partner, you kind of know what's about to be it and what's gonna waste your time. So I'm not wasting my time.
And I think this is what people don't recognize is you got to open your life up to people. Like you got a way. Like I have a way. Like this is what I do. And when you invite somebody into your life, you got to start considering what they do. And if I'm gonna start considering what you do, it has to be for a reason why I'm considering this. And I do think it depends on who you're talking to. Some people really like relationships. They can be a whole chameleon. They turn into everybody they date. They like a Jennifer Lopez. Whoever she date, that's who she became, right? But then you got some people who are just who they are. And it's like, before I get to relax and, open myself, open my life, open my family, open my friends, like that's going to take some time for us to get to know. Now, I'm not going to do that through a text message. That's just not going to happen. Personally, I want to go, we can go to a park. We can go do an activity. I want to see how you behave. I don't care what you're talking about.
Over the phone, you can't too much hear that. Like people can put on the front.
Laugh.
Right. How do you interact with humans?
Are you weird?
Are you
I mean,
uptight?
right. Do you
You
clam
know?
up in public? Like,
humans.
I'm gonna know that through a text message and
Right.
feeling the vibe of the phone.
AI could be responding for them.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
But y'all don't like humans. So
I
how
like
y'all
humans. I
gonna
never
get
said that.
well, not you, Mel, but like
Yeah, I
Chris
don't.
and Janae are like, well, I like to be in my house, in my space, with my
Now I'm
people,
not
with
like
my
that.
it's
I be
like
outside. I be outside. I don't go home for the most part. Now I can be like a homebody, right?
Me
I
too.
can, but I will go outside like that. What he talking? Nah, you
No.
might need to go see a
He
doctor.
also
Hey,
he
Yeah, I
also
was
live in
gonna
the
say
middle of
therapy
nowhere.
might be, you know,
yeah,
He also
therapy
live
might
in the
help
middle.
you,
Listen,
I
but
think it might be
hold
Hold
on.
on.
real
Oh,
helpful.
I'll put
You
it to you
sound a
like
little
this.
hurt.
I'll put it to
yeah,
you like this. I'm in a relationship with my bills, so they
We
get
all
most of my
are.
and
we all
they
Everybody.
who not?
And Jay over there
they
cheating. He got a whole bunch of bills.
they get those bills get the most of my time, being my rent.
how am I cheating?
Let me like,
Hey, my bills are adults. I ain't even gonna lie. My bills are
right.
Williams. I got some Williams. I don't even got bills. They get you get that government name. But look, let's turn the page. Are we still talking about relationships and not talk about our own experiences? Um, I have noticed that there has been an uptick of older women dating a lot of younger celebrities. Uh, right here, you got Lil Kim dating this 24-year-old guy, and Lil Kim's 49.
I thought that was most deaf.
me too.
That's too
Uh,
tall to be most deaf.
fast, most definitely Lil Kim the same height.
Oh,
Uh, one of the Ball brothers, I'm not sure which one that is. Mello.
That's Lamelo.
Yeah, he dating this chick. She in her late 30s. Mello might be 23. I don't know. Um, but so there's been a uptick in older women dating younger men, and one TikTok um, personality had this to say about it.
About women that date younger men. Often it's when they have felt undesired for a really long time in a similar age relationship. What I mean by that is they may have been married or had kids with somebody and that passion has gone and it's kind of disappeared. So what happens is that they seek a really young man to just feel desired again. And that's the same thing with men, but slightly more with women that do that because it's not our nature to go for younger men. But once a woman's had her kids, she can almost act like a man when it comes to selecting a partner, and often that means choosing whoever makes her feel more.
I think the last word was desired. My bad. Well, the question that I have for you, you all, the panel, is why do you think women choose to date? These women now are choosing to date so much younger.
Probably because they fun.
hmm.
Y'all like fun.
That
Y'all like fun. And they halfway
y'all.
smart. They actually, you know, these younger guys, they actually talk about stuff and they ask a lot of questions. I feel like older guys just
Stuck in their
sound like
ways.
it's like the same thing over and over and over again. And
Right.
it's kind of boring.
So I perused the schoolyard one time. This was post my
That is a
the
crazy
birth of
statement.
my kids as well. And I will 100%
That is
agree
wild.
with what the podcaster said. It was all about attention. This individual had the time to give me the attention that I did not get in my relationship with someone that was older because he ain't had nothing else to do. He wasn't settled. He still had things dangling. And it was cute at first. So that first like 30 to 60 days was real cute. But then when I was like, I don't have no space, I can't even go to the bathroom without this dude in my face. I'm calling his mama, asking his mama for help to get him in line. Like I was like by the time I realized I had stepped in the shit, I was in knee deep in the shit. And I was like, he got to go. Like it was cute at first. And if y'all notice, these older women and younger men relationships don't last that long because it's only cute for a little while. After a while, you want stability. You want somebody that got their own mind. You want somebody that can think for themselves and plan something without saying, so what you think? Can you do? So it only lasts a little while. Trust me when I say it only lasts a little while, but all they want is the attention because the younger guys, they have the time to do that. They got the energy. Older
Chris?
people, you know why they talk about the same stuff all the time? Because they got real investments.
They real boring.
Yep.
I mean, I
they're
don't date
stable.
younger guys. I will hang out with younger people because older people are like they can't learn nothing new. Like get a hobby, go out with your friends, do something. Like we
The
still
same
alive,
stuff, dinner
but I
and a
think
movie. I said the same stuff, dinner and a movie. It
Yeah,
ain't
so
that many
it's like
restaurants and movies out there.
right. And then they complain about money, but I'm like, we could have went hiking. We could have rode bikes. We could have done a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't want to do
Like
that.
I like
I don't
outside.
like that.
No, we couldn't.
Who the fuck
What you
is
say?
Shoot.
You see how boring y'all are?
When you said we could have
No,
went hiking.
no.
Y'all
Listen,
see
you
how
said
boring?
It ain't because we boring. It's because my knees hurt. I'm not fucking going hiking, man.
You both then what I
you
want
said
to
we
do
could have
with
went
you?
hiking, and
Visit you on the
instantly my
couch?
hamstring said, "No, we can't." Yeah, I got
See what I'm
hamstring
saying?
issues.
That's why
there's so much other
they
shit we
say
can
They
we
do
proving
lose
that
here.
the
point.
tender.
But
He'll
hiking,
put us on
you
his
could have
back
picked
and
a
carry us up
different
the hill.
example, man.
Okay.
I'm not going.
All
You
right,
got
okay.
stamina.
I ain't
Him
touching that one.
strong.
Nope, not me.
Hiking of all things.
But I'm like, we could do a paint and sip. We could go do pottery. I mean,
Think outside the box.
it's so much to do, but y'all will not consider something different. But y'all want women to kind of like cater. And it's like, what am I catering to? You're not giving me, you're not feeding into me. You're not exploring my mind. You're not exploring my likes. You just want to kind of like talk about the same thing and make me think that I'm happy that I got a man.
I don't think
Okay.
that's an age thing. I think that's a
I don't think it's either. I think it's no, it is an age thing. Y'all crazy.
no.
Y'all
I don't think so. I'm older. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm extreme late 30s, and
extreme late 30s. Have you left 30s? Have you
yeah, that's
entered
gone.
into 40s?
Yeah, 40 gone too. But shit, 42 will be here in July.
Well, we should
So
have
that's
started
extreme
with
late.
extreme late 40s.
No, that's extreme early 40s. 41 is extreme late 30s.
Y'all
I
stop
like
buying into his bullshit. Man.
I actually like that.
Now, yeah, so I'm 41, and there's not a lot of things like I could be adventurous, but there's certain things that I know is not going to work for me in my 41 years of living. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think that everything has to be routine, and I don't think that like it's a age thing. Now I can understand, like you said, they're fun, but let's flip the script. Why is it look more negatively if a guy dates 10, 15 years younger?
Right.
I don't care nothing about these girls dating these little boys. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, I'm saying, what about the guys dating the younger chicks? So for me,
They've been doing
that
it
could
for
never be a
years.
thing. If I say let's say we're talking about music, and I say, "What's your favorite rapper?" and you say Lil Uzi Vert, we can't talk. Like we can't have another conversation about anything.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Who else out here? What's the
NBA
rapper?
young boy.
Nothing.
Him. If you like Blue, wasn't that Blueface?
Nothing.
If you like Blueface, we don't even need to talk about anything
Nothing
at
else.
all. Yeah. So I don't understand how a lot of people date that far younger. Like, what are you going to talk about? What do you have in common or whatever? But it does seem to be a negative stigma if a guy dates 10 to 15 years younger versus if a woman dates 10 to 15 younger, they like, oh, they're celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Almost. Oh, you got you a young one, girl. Go
He was
ahead.
able to
The
pull a
dude
young,
got it. Y'all calling
right?
this man R.
Ill,
Kelly. Y'all calling him all
nasty,
kinds of things.
pedophilia, all that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
my
say
question to the panel is, why do you think that double standard exists?
because when a man dates a younger woman, it looks predatory. Versus when a woman dates younger, it looks like she's almost motherly, like it's a nurture. It's almost like a crown. Versus a man, it's like, ew, you out here dating little kids. Versus women are like, yeah, they're getting praised because they
It's the
giving
same
back to the
behavior, though.
community or something.
It's the same behavior.
Mhm.
So
But
It
it's
is
a
the
double
same
standard
behavior.
all the way across the board. With
as
everything, it's a double standard.
Woman
That's
looks
why
ill
we
and
would rather be in the
nurtured.
woods with a bear than with a man. It's a double standard everywhere. Yeah, I would rather be in the woods with a woman than a bear, I'm sure. But y'all get that luxury, we don't. So
It,
it just goes
can,
across the board.
can the woman talk?
I was about to say something crazy, but I'm gonna let
No,
that.
I'm asking, can she
I'm gonna
talk or
let
no?
Can she what?
Can she
Woman
talk
in the
or
woods,
no?
can she talk?
Is it Helen Keller or is it, Chatty Cathy?
Oh, that was wild. I can't believe I thought that.
No, I'm asking,
I'm
who
confused.
am I in the woods with Helen Keller or am I in the woods with a Chatty Cathy?
Because he's saying if she talked too much, he'll take the bear.
Give me the bear.
But it's you see how
Give me the
men
bear.
have the luxury of making the joke.
Huh?
You see
I
how
already-
you get the luxury of making a joke of it, right?
No,
But we
But
really have
it's
to be
our
afraid to be.
reality.
Yeah, like it's real.
no,
Like
I
women
know, I
really are
get it.
afraid of men.
I get it. I get it. And it's unfortunate, and I empathize with women that it's that sad out here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I've found myself even back to my Navy days and my college days or whatever, protecting women from predatory men in my presence. You know what I'm saying? Or BANs in my presence. I've done that. Even women that I don't know.
We can't
You
say
know what I'm
that on
saying?
here.
Huh?
We can't
You
say
can't.
that on here.
You can, but I chose not to.
Oh, can I say it for
Personal
you?
choice.
No.
Is this a censored podcast or not? I need to know for the future.
No, it's not. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh.
It's gonna make you.
But if it's
You
going on,
ass niggas.
Thank you, Chris. Good
You're
job.
welcome.
Okay.
The joy that crossed his
This
face.
is a safe space, man. We
Right.
should be able to. It's a barbershop talk or beauty salon talk. Let's talk how we normally talk. Damn.
Listen, man. I'm saving. I be trying to count my sins.
It's
Know what I'm
already
saying?
we already can't cuss as much as we want to on our other joint. I'm trying to let it go here.
It's the
Oh wow.
it's the same
Yeah,
So
platform.
you're a cusser.
YouTube got the same rules, sir.
Right.
YouTube
No
is
matter
YouTube.
what's the title of
Jeez.
the thing?
But
You know how many? Never mind.
you know what? I'm moving along.
Nah, so I just real quick though.
Go ahead.
I do recall a lot of older women, and this might be why I like older women now. I love me an older woman, but a lot of the women that were older than me when I was a kid, I'm so many older women's little boyfriend. I done been called somebody little boyfriend pretty much every year of my adolescence. I grew up around that, and everybody was okay with that, pinching my cheeks and that's my little boyfriend. Yeah, and nobody ever batted an eye at that. And I look back at that and I'm like, man, is that not what
Weird behavior?
Yeah, and it's like, is this not the same thing that we chastising the dudes for doing it to the girls? So yeah, it's a double standard. It's not fair. What you do for one, you got to do for the other. So if we chastising these older men for wanting to get these or date these younger women, then we have to do it across the board. We have to chastise these older women for going and cradle robbing and getting these younger men, or let it be fair play on both sides.
If they are of age, I don't give a damn.
You got to drink to hang with me. You got to be able to drink. That's my limit.
You do. If they are of age, I don't care whether it's a woman dating an 18-year-old or a man that I don't care. As long as they are of age, man, do what you do. In this in this day and time, get what you can.
I don't know. You got to be able to drink, because if you just flipped your tassel, I'm gonna feel hella weird.
Well, they can drink with you. If you can drink, they can drink.
Yeah, if you survive
I don't condone underage drinking.
Nah, that's that
And I guarantee
contributed
you
to the
drink
delinquency of a
underage.
minor. You
Anyway.
don't want that charge.
I do not
You-
condone underage
I
drinking.
don't think about
You
it.
don't want nobody going to jail.
Listen.
But think about it though. It's a double standard across the board too, because like it's a lot of males that date underage girls and nobody says anything. Let's not even start about R. Kelly. But like, let's think about Marcus Houston, who married his wife. She
At
is
what?
just like
17?
barely hit 18
19
when
or
he married
something
her.
like that.
I think she was 18 when he married her. He was like mid 30s, late 30s, something like that. They out here having babies, popping out babies. Nobody says a word. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a lot of cases that go unnoticed on both sides, but it's definitely more looked at as a predatory situation when a man, is dating a younger woman, and it should be predatory across the
Across
board
the
because
board.
it's a whole lot of men with trauma. They don't even realize it's trauma because somebody said, "Yeah, dog, you pulled a older girl. She in 12th grade and you in 6th."
It was a trophy
Like,
for
it's
it.
disgusting.
It was a celebration.
Right.
If I'm a freshman and I grab the senior, I'm like, I'm him.
And it shouldn't be that way.
It
It
shouldn't
should
be that
be
way.
looked down upon, just like if it was a male, older male and a younger woman. Like it's
But
still nasty.
I'm kind of appreciative for that because of my infatuation with older women, because I just feel like my level of maturity and intelligence matches with a woman who's older than me. Right? I could be a clown
How
on
old are
here.
you?
I'm 28. So what?
Hey, listen, time out. Listen, her face, Mel's face, and when y'all watching this on the playback, just look at Mel. Her face said, "Oh," like listen, she couldn't hide it. Her face said, "Oh."
She patting his back.
That's so crazy that y'all think 28 is young, man.
She just burped you.
Oh my God.
This you with the super pat and that gangster rock.
Exactly.
28 is not that young.
I did
That's
not
what
know
it
this was
is.
going here.
So how is that?
How old were you when you got
wait.
married? If you're only 28, how old were you when you got married?
21.
Wow.
Married at 21, divorced at 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went through a lot very early.
Very
Yeah,
right.
see,
I
I
did.
see all the residue now. I see it.
Hey, but what y'all don't know, it has been made a law in all 50 states that once you've been divorced for 7 years, it fall off like a credit report, like a repossession. Once you've been divorced for 7 years, yeah, you can say that you've never been
Like
married.
it never happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish
Absolutely.
the
You
credit
still
score reflected
got
that
time
way
to
too.
start fresh then.
Yeah.
I wish a divorce falling off reflected on that credit score for real. All that hit that I took because you know what? Like I said, that's a different.
Uh-oh.
Now I see why you're so jaded.
What do you mean jaded?
Because like you talk about like I can
What? The divorce was my fault.
You cheated?
That's not
Like
what
a
I'm talking
motherfucker.
about.
She's not talking about that, but I feel like
That's not what
Step
I'm
in that
talking about.
mud.
Say
Go
that.
on, step in the mud. Come on.
Parking lot it. That's another episode.
Listen, I really want to unpack it, but I want to move.
Unpack it.
Unpack it. We got another topic.
Minutes.
We got another topic to talk about.
We can just cut this motherfucker into two different. Okay.
He wants to share. This might be his therapy.
You know what? Hey, we can
therapeutic rap.
Hey, listen.
I told Jay that.
Let's go. Let's unpack it. Let's unpack it.
What y'all want to know?
Miriam, go ahead.
Guns is loaded. Who's
Let's
shooting
go.
first?
Come on.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Miriam.
so what you mean you was cheating? Why you get married if you was cheating?
So I found a girl.
Hold on, before you say anything, this episode will air.
Right. We're not yeah.
I'm listening.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's go.
When I got married, I found a girl who I thought I loved, right? I thought I was in love. But in reflection and reality, what I found out, of course, after after the divorce, and I actually sat down with myself and analyzed, like, why did I do the things I did? Why did things happen the way they did? I found out that it wasn't that I was in love with somebody. I was in love with the idea that somebody loved me. So I got married. I was in a relationship for all the wrong reasons, right? All the signs and all the red flags of not doing this was there. Bypass them shits, right? We started off as best friends. She told me multiple times that I would never date you. I would never date a dude like you. And I was just like, nah, I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Until I finally, you know what I'm saying, got her to agree. We started dating. We was dating for about 2.5, 3 years before I asked her to marry me. The way I asked her to marry me was a red flag in itself. I was on deployment and I sent her a message on Facebook asking her to marry me. That's a red flag. She said, yeah. I mean, fuck it, cool. I'm happy, right? Cool, whatever. We got married in the courthouse. Nobody knew about it except my parents because we was in the courthouse in the state that they lived. But throughout the entire time, I cheated while we was dating. I cheated when we got engaged. I went home on leave, got married, came back that weekend, cheated. And I never knew, I still don't know why I cheated. I can't give you an answer. I can't tell you, I can't pinpoint whatever it was, right? And I'm not gonna make excuses for why I did it.
Therapy.
No, I don't need therapy. I'm straight. It's just I just felt like I could have my cake and eat it too. And still being young, that's part of it, and I never really had like a real relation. That was my first real relationship. I had done like all the little high school relationships, the little quick flings in the military, stuff like that. That was my first real relationship. So me having the background that I came from of not really being sought after or admired or liked like that, like I thought that this was probably going to be the one and only chance I would have somebody who did love me. I'm not about to, what I'm saying? But once I locked this down, I was like, damn, I'm still getting clocked. Well, you know what I'm saying? And it also didn't help the fact that I was still stationed in Japan. She was living in Cali. So 8,000 mile difference is like, whatever I do, she's not going to find out about. And it is what it is. But I don't regret any of it. I don't.
Okay.
What?
Not to cut you off, but it looks like Miro has something to say.
There is so much to unpack here, but what I will say, to be concise, is that now I understand your current perspective, because you still have self-directed resentment for messing up what could have been a forever for you. And I say that because you're like, yeah, I cheated, I messed up the marriage. But then when you actually explain the story, all I hear is sadness. Like literally all I hear is like, yeah, I knew I was wrong and I could have had somebody to love me forever. So now you back out here in this pissy pool and it sucks. Oh, it sucks bad. But you had to learn those lessons, which is what we do in our early 20s. Like in your 20s, for some of us in your 30s, you're still learning those lessons. But now I understand why you come from the direction that you do, because you had it and now you don't have it, and you understand the magnitude of that.
I wouldn't necessarily say I had it. I think it was more so the fact it was a good situation at the time. Hindsight being 2020, we were never supposed to be together. I should have listened to her when she said that she wouldn't date somebody like me. Like we just didn't
I'm
mesh.
confused as to how she told you that and then accepted your proposal.
Because he ran her down. He said it. He said he didn't let it go. He was like a dog after the
Man, I'm sorry, but I don't give a damn. If I don't like you like that, I don't like you like that. I'm not accepting no proposal just to be like I'm married. Nah, that ain't.
Yeah, but
that
think
I'm gonna
about
say this.
what your mindset was at 2019.
Yeah.
17. Your
I
mindset
didn't
was
want marriage
different.
then anyway.
Well,
But
I
I
want to say
guess.
this.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's different.
and I say this with all sincerity. It sounds like you were insecure in the relationship because you already knew she didn't want you. And you didn't care that she said she didn't want you. You said, I'm going to have her. But in the midst of saying, I'm going to have her, created an insecurity within you. Because now you got to figure out why she don't like me. And it's not like now you're trying to get her. You're trying to have her as opposed to her liking you and giving herself to you. And in that, you start cheating because now you need to validate yourself. You know, so I can get validation from all these people because the one that I do want ain't validating me.
Well,
She gave me what I wanted, but she did not really give me what I wanted. And you really wanted her sincere. It's like, I want to be with you. I love you. I like you. And I think somewhere in your subconscious, you knew she was never going to give you that.
let me give all you guys a little secret, right? And you may know it, you may not. Um, Despite what people tell you, despite how people want to portray things, the majority of times that a man cheats on a woman has to do with self-esteem issues and insecurities. It's not the woman. Females, you couldn't have loved them more. You couldn't have done anything better or whatever. It's uh, a feeling, like, hey, someone else likes me. And as men, like me, being a man is hard. Like women compete, but they compete up front. Men compete like in different ways. Like we might be like, oh, buddy over here got all the chicks. I'm gonna outdo him or whatever. And it becomes a thing like, oh shoot, somebody in third grade said I had a big head, so now I'm subconscious about my head for the rest of my life or whatever. And when you go on these conquests, in that moment you feel better about yourself, but it doesn't last. So now you need another conquest and another one and another one and another one. And that's I think maybe Chris found himself in that cycle at that time. But hey man, it's not unique to Chris. It just happens to be that he's the one sharing the story right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
childhood was rough. Bullied a lot. I heard everything, seen everything. And like I said, nobody was calling my number, right? I wasn't the kid that was swimming in homecoming and prom dates.
Me either, believe it or not. But continue.
So I wasn't the one. Like
me neither, I guess.
It was a struggle. And it was like that as long as I can remember from my childhood. Even when I got to high school, puberty hit, like it changed, but it didn't change enough, right? Like there was always something, right? And I graduated high school, got to the Navy.
That late bloomer syndrome when
it was like a switch flip.
When he became the man late, and then it
got some money in his pocket.
Listen, I don't know what it was. I got down to Florida out of boot camp. I was able to grow my hair out. I was able to get
something about military. The women flying, be wanting to get.
They got some money. They got money.
So that's let me dispel that other myth.
We broke a shit.
We really didn't have money. We just didn't have to pay for housing.
I didn't have no bills. All I had was a phone bill. It
appeared that we have money, but listen, my first check in the Navy was less than my last check at Chick-fil-A before I went to the Navy.
Sheesh. Yeah.
That's
sad
actually.
But yeah, so
for real.
Got to the Navy, a switch flip, and I was starting to get all this attention. I was like, me, ugly ducky, me, and this is like, it was crazy because it was just like, and this is I was talking about earlier, like the persuasion skill. At that point, I don't know where it came from. It just became easy. I don't know if it was because like they was easy or if I really just like ended up creating a persona or a game for myself and I was actually winning. Whatever it was new and it was different, right? So from this point, right, from A school all the way into my entire naval career, right? I'm winning. That I can do no wrong. Even if I do get rejected, that's cool because she been eyeing me all night. So I'm about to go get her anyway. Right. So it was like this is different. And I think what Jay said, it kind of I've never heard it like that, but I think it kind of holds true because it's like, man, I'm making up for what I thought I should have had this entire time. Right. Like I'm enjoying this attention, but at the end of the day, I still want somebody, I still want to be loved. I still want somebody to love on. And then I found that in her. And so yeah, it sounds crazy when I say like I kind of wore it down, but the relationship was actually, I didn't cheat off rip. The relationship was actually good. It was a good relationship. The vibes was there, the feelings was there. It was mutual. Like we really ended up dead liking each other. Like, and I was like, okay, cool. Now I got that. This is still going on over here. I was like, damn, I could still play around in this playground because I already got this secured over here. So I know that as long as I come back home, I got something to come home to. Terrible way of thinking. Terrible way of thinking. But that's how I thought.
Well, again, backstory, because my story is a little different, but to take a kid that's 17, 18, 19, 20 and put them in another country by themselves without their support system, that loneliness will have you looking for love from anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So even though you have someone back at home, you don't have a connection to them where you can physically see and touch them or whatever. So anybody will do, because as humans, we want to feel loved and give love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine being 20 in a country where no one speaks your language. It's tough. Like I was there at 20, so I know. I got engaged to a girl I didn't even like.
I was in a foreign country in my 20s by myself.
But what's crazy is I wouldn't.
How long were you there?
For a year.
Yeah. So year one was cool. Year two was cool. I got engaged year 3.
Mm.
So a chick I didn't even like.
What's even crazier about all this is I wasn't even going after the women of the country that I was in. I was going.
Ain't nobody messing with them Japanese.
All Navy women. I was dealing with all Navy women.
Mine was an Air Force chick, but she cheated on me with a white dude she met on Black Planet. Can't make this up.
Not Black Planet.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, you can't make it up.
That's wild. I hate that for you, brother.
Hey, listen, it didn't bother me at all.
Jay said, "Thank you for taking it off my hands."
Right. But I definitely hear you, Chris, and I appreciate you sharing, first of all. Like, you really made things make a whole lot more sense. And I hope that it's, helping you make sense of things so that you can break that wall down, because your wall,
to that, I wanted to reply to that.
Keep it away, please, so you can find somebody that can love you for who you are. Because you cannot stay in that damn room, in that damn house, and expect to find the next one that will actually love you for who you are, because you have got
to get out.
To trust yourself, forgive yourself for being immature.
I did.
It definitely
feel sad. So you still have some work to do.
No. Okay, check this.
It's okay to have work to do.
We see the residue.
Everybody got work to do.
Listen. Let me explain. Right. The reason why I'm so forward with it, because one, I'm not one to run from the past. Right. Once I sat down after the divorce and realized what the problem was, I addressed the problem. I stared the man down in the mirror. Right. I was my own therapy. This is why I kind of say I don't really, the therapy I do need is not for this. Trust me. There is therapy that is needed, but it ain't for this.
But you'll be surprised, because for you to say that it's not for this, but something streamed you to get to that point. So you have to unpack it all.
It wasn't.
You don't think that it has anything to do with what you went through, but I guarantee you sit in somebody's chair or do virtual, whatever, I guarantee it's gonna all make sense.
If you or someone you know.
It wasn't the divorce that put me on this path, right? It was the relationships subsequent from the divorce. Everything
okay,
between then and now.
So here's the thing, guys. Like, I really, really, really want to keep this going, but you know, we've reached our time. We have. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching and listening to us, man. We really appreciate it. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man, so you know when we release new content, which we'll try to release something daily, at least every week, but we'll try to release a little something daily. Therapeutic Rap on YouTube. You can email us at therapeuticrap at gmail.com, therapeutic rap 189 on YouTube, therapeutic_rap on Instagram. Am I forgetting something?
We got a TikTok.
Therapeutic Rap on TikTok. Yeah, there we go. We ain't posted much on TikTok, but we coming. Pause.
No diddy.
No diddy.
Y'all childish. Again, man, every week we don't get to everything that we want to get to. That means the conversation is going good, and I'm okay with that. Next week we're gonna talk about Chris Brown because he dropped some heat, and boy didn't he drop some heat. But we're gonna get to Chris Brown and what he got going on. But again, man, we really appreciate it, man. You guys have a wonderful week. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.